Oh my god, Knight. What? I. Oh, wow.
I thought you'd like my new toy.
You just
So,
decided to drop by, did you?
well, yeah, I thought I was playing with some new toys, and I thought I'd bring them over and show them off since you happen to be on.
Oh my
So,
god.
I thought for this episode, I thought I'd do a little bit of playing around with Traincraft, and I built a Zeppelin.
That doesn't look like a train.
No, it's the
Wow.
Traincraft mod was previously called the Trains and Zeppelins mod.
So, like, is there a Zeppelin recipe?
Yes, you can make one of these things. It's a bit of a pain, but ow. And apparently it will hurt you
Hmm.
at its slightest whim too.
Doesn't seem to be telling you how to craft one, though.
No, you actually have to go to the wiki because the recipes aren't in any eye.
Oh,
But you
okay.
can fly up and cruise around. The
Dear
controls are really weird.
goodness. Is it
It's sort of
running?
like a boat, but not entirely.
Is it running on coal?
Yes.
Can it fire lasers?
Not that I know of.
Can
You
I?
wanna get in and play with it?
I can hop in.
Yeah, you right click to get in, right click to get out.
Okay. How do you
And
fly?
it steers kind of like a boat, and it will go up and down based on where you're looking.
Oh, it flies on its own.
The forward and
Oh.
then you have forward and reverse control.
So, like, can I? Ah, I can't
Oh,
just use lightning in it. Oh, that's too bad. Whoa, where'd
what
it
the
go?
hell? What did you do to it?
I didn't do anything. Oh my god, am I holding it? Yes, I am. Okay, I'm holding it.
Oh, good. I was say there's a bunch of coal laying around.
I don't even know how to put coal in it yet. Okay, I tried to use my lightning rod while I was in the Zeppelin, and it didn't like that apparently.
It broke.
There it is.
I
Okay.
can't pick up the coal.
I might be carrying it. It might be phantom coal. Yeah, I don't see any coal on my end. I'm carrying a stack of it.
Oh, well, that's what I had in there.
Okay, how do you put coal in the machine?
If you get in there and press R, it will open up the inventory,
R.
and you put coal in that left slot.
Oh. So what would you put in the cargo slot then?
I don't know. I think you can put pretty much anything in there.
Anything?
I don't know. Let's.
This is so interesting. Oh my god.
Yeah, you can use it for just storing things.
So how costly was this thing in terms of materials?
A bit of wool, some steel, and a couple of sticks and some pieces of iron. It's really not much.
Oh my goodness. We need to do an
It's
air raid on something. Like I'm so
it's really cool. I've got the train crafting table back at the factory now.
Oh
Uh,
wow.
the train workbench.
It
Most
looks
of the stuff you have to build in the train workbench.
it looks so
And
interesting.
I actually have another set of the stuff to make this steam engine too.
Oh, I think it's beautiful. It's a
So
it's a little glitchy, I can tell.
oh yes, the controls are really weird, and
The fact that you don't actually like pedal it and it just goes on its own is pretty wicked though. Whoa.
yeah, only the up and down is automatic. The forward and back you basically have to give it a little bit of forward power, but
Oh, okay, I
it's
see what you
really
mean.
weird on the steering though.
There seems to be a floating like snow block following me or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's sort of where it is going to go.
Oh, it's like navigation, is it?
I don't know why it exactly does it
Huh.
that way, but
Have we
so
encountered what happens when it touches water?
I haven't tried now.
Okay. Down, down, down. I don't know if this is gonna work. Oh my god, it's perfect. This is the weirdest
So
thing ever.
I know it's so cool. I love it.
Oh, I love it
So
too.
you seem to have a bit of a hole in your base over here.
Oh, yeah, I may have been experimenting off screen with what happens when you put a portal on the moon as a possible escape route. I didn't go into it, but based on the block dam, oh my gosh, I'm getting dizzy. Oh my goodness. What is the best way to land this thing? Just jump out?
um, well, just point the nose until it's on the ground. Just
Okay.
point down until it's on the ground.
Okay.
Well, probably not underwater.
it's- I'm sure this
Uh,
is fine.
Great. Now I have a submarine.
Surprisingly, it doesn't seem to recognize the water as being different than the air, so it technically totally could be a submarine. Apparently.
Wonder.
I wonder if can I shoot you down? I wonder.
You can't really see any better while you're underwater.
True enough. Hmm.
Ow!
Oh, that actually does hit you. Okay, it doesn't damage the Zeppelin, though. See, this is testing. Testing is very useful.
Indeed.
Oh my goodness.
I like
Yeah.
big landing field for Zeppelins here.
Oh my god, this would be great to actually build, like, a hovercraft, like, docking
Yeah,
area.
you have a whole Zeppelin landing area here.
Oh, that'd be beautiful. Oh, that is a great idea. I should get on that instead of the some of the other projects I've been working on. Oh, that'd be great. Such as trying to get to the moon safely. I don't know if that's ever going to be an
Uh,
option.
no, do you want the spoiler on that, or do you want to just keep? Do you want to find out the hard way?
Well, I have a gravitron chest plate, so I'm guessing maybe you could fly.
Do you want the? Do
No,
you want to keep
I
experimenting?
tend I tend to I tend to find out things the hard way. It'll come into play sometime later, I'm sure.
I'll recommend that you don't take your expensive armor.
All right. I mean, maybe it's a real last ditch in case of emergency idea, but I mean, it's shredded part of the world. Usually when things
Yeah,
get shredded, it's not a good idea.
let's just say that your armor is not going to protect you.
Hmm. Need
Oh, I see
hyper
how this thing steers now.
Oh, really?
I think. So when you turn your head, it turns where the Zeppelin is pointing, and then you just apply your forward and back, and it changes it to go that direction.
Oh, like a real vehicle. I
Yeah,
think.
kind of like a real hovercraft.
Well, I remember when I was like, learning how to drive a car, they were like, when you turn the steering wheel, be sure to like, it's like the car goes where you're looking, kind of thing.
Well,
I remember
not so
something
much
like
on
that.
a car. Cars go forward and.
Or like
Ow.
maybe not up in the air.
Was that you hitting? Oh no, that was a skeleton
You
hitting
seem
me.
to have landed on the single grass block that's been there ever since someone, I think it was Hannibal, was messing around with a portal gun, and
Oh.
he dropped a grass block on a tree, which has since burned down. There's been quite a few experiments on my front lawn. Uh,
I noticed that.
but yeah, a Zeppelin landing pad would be pretty cool, especially if I figure out how to build one. This is a great idea, Nite.
Yeah, I like this Zeppelin. I really like it. I mean, I know you can fly without having this, and with the jetpacks and everything else, but this is so much cooler.
It just looks awesome. I mean, it's a reason to go around. It really makes you wonder what else is in Traincraft, because I've never really seen that.
Wow, that's this golem farm is noisy.
Oh, it's one of my unconventional mob harvester ideas. Basically, I cruelly force the golems to walk onto crystals until they die.
Oh man. So anyway, I just thought I'd drop by and
No, I really
show off
appreciate
my new
this.
toys because
Now I am
yeah,
jealous.
I really like this. This is a fun one.
For all my
I'm gonna have
machines that
to-
don't work, you had to bring one that did.
So I am
Oh,
thinking about starting up a full rail line at some point once I figure out more of the Traincraft stuff.
Oh, that'd be
I think
wonderful.
I think it's really time to start playing with more of those
That would be
because you
great.
can do some really cool things with it.
Oh, I'd be
I know
really into that.
the times that I've played with the trains in creative, they seem a little bit funky to control and actually move around and stuff, but maybe it's just a matter of figuring out what their controls are.
That'd be great. I technically already have. I've had an underground rail line for a long time, but it never gets any use anymore. What
Well,
would
yeah, it's so much quicker to just either jetpack or
go through
nether.
the nether? Yeah.
Did you see the updates I did to the nether hub?
Ooh, I'll go stop in right now. So many cool new things that I haven't seen.
Some of those were done by Lesquatch, and I added to it. And whoa, I can use my jetpack while I'm in this thing.
That's different. Does that
Well,
make
at
it
least
fly more efficiently, or are you gonna like?
At least it makes the jetpack noises. I don't know. It doesn't seem to actually do anything.
I could test how the graviplate works. Like, does it go faster or not? Ooh.
No, it just seems to waste jetpack fuel.
Oh, well, that's very useful. Ah,
There we go.
well, it's a lot more homely, I guess. Yes, definitely. Hmm.
Yeah, I'm trying to limit the number of pigmen that were spawning, but it didn't seem to really work very well.
Maybe I should build a platform made out of platinum blocks that pigmen can't spawn on.
Well, that's all half slabs, so or all slabs, so they shouldn't be able to spawn on here anyway.
Hmm.
All the
Oh,
stuff
I
that's close.
see.
I don't. I don't know if they can spawn on the glowstone, but did you
And
like the did you like the logos in the corner?
yes, it's awesome. The Cryptocraft theme is great. And I see even got a spare Zeppelin sitting at the factory.
No, that's the one I just landed.
Oh, okay. It's still on.
I took the coal out of it so it won't keep running.
Oh, I see how
They
this works now.
stay. It basically keeps going until the fuel
Oh
runs
god.
out.
Oh god. Oh god, this is a bad idea. How do I get out of it now?
Right click.
I accidentally opened the cargo
Looks like.
interface.
Oh, hit escape to get out of there.
Oh, I didn't know that part. Okay, and then it just made me
There
go
you
in
go.
circles at a frame rate of like 3. Whoa.
Yeah, I saw you turning around. Like, what's going on there? A little bit
It
buggy,
accidentally
but
turned into a unicycle for a moment there.
the
Oh, my head.
interface is buggy, but it's such a cool thing.
I'm gonna need to mass produce some coal for these things, unless they run on coke as well. Coal
I
coke,
don't
that
know.
is.
I don't know. They might run on buckets of oil too.
Oh, I've got.
Actually, no. These are steam engines, so I think it takes coal.
Hmm.
It doesn't go through it very fast. I mean, that I've been playing with it for quite a while, and it's only used like 7.
Okay, maybe that's just another use for coal then, because I kind of ran out of uses other than grinding them up into plates. Oh, that is
Yeah.
so awesome, though. I am definitely gonna get right on to building one of those. Ah. Wow, that was kind of pretty. Anyway, hey everybody, this is Fwipp. Welcome back to Feed the Beast. Guess what, guys? Oh, newly spawned wisps apparently. Yeah. I don't know if they like me or not. My base is still very wisp heavy. You know why? I'll tell you why. Because off screen I moved some silverwood trees to return that other node back to over here. And now for some reason it's always moderate flux. See? Even though I've got my Tesla coils killing them, I don't know, we're gonna have to think of another solution. Maybe more Tesla coils! Anyway, guys, my voice is back. I apologize for the mic issues in that last little clip, but it's actually been like a solid 3 days since I was actually even at my computer because I am back from a trip. Oh, a wonderful trip to Nova Scotia. 5 hours, one way. I left at 9, got there at 2 a.m. I've never even driven an hour by myself before, and I was completely alone. Thank goodness for the GPS. Let's ignore the giant hole in the wall that the moon left in my rubber farm. I get rubber from bees now anyway. Thing is, today we're going to talk about Zeppelins because this is what I have built. Yes, a small, well, I suppose it's not that small according to the mini-map, but a nice little Fwippian landing area. Complete with, over here, I've got one of these Greg Tech shelves. You just punch it and you can put stuff in it. So there we go. It automatically gave me one piece of coal. And if I shift click it, it gives me a full stack. But unfortunately, unlike like a barrel or something awesome, it can only hold one stack of items at a time, which is fine. But it also doesn't tell you what items it's holding. So there you go. Anyway, I've also added in these things in the corners, which if we flick this switch, are like little landing guides, so that anybody incoming, if I plan to like have a visitor by Zeppelin, they can land it right here. So let's go test out our little Zeppelin. I've already got some coal on me for the occasion, and then we're going to talk about the new problem that I've created. You can see it here floating. You don't think that these exist, do you? Well, watch. They don't exist, then how come I can hit them with arrows? That's what I call a problem. And as for him, he's his own problem. I gotta deal with wisps all the time. Burn! Burn, wispy wispies. There we go. Seriously, wands are your best friends when fighting these things. Okay, so, before I get too far with launching arrows onto things that appear that they don't exist, I mean, it's clear that they do exist, right? Look at that. Let's even try to put these... Can I? Push arrows? No, okay. Let's say I was above it, right? Whatever this is. Oh. See, look at that. Clearly exists. Anyway. Let's go fly our actual Zeppelin. So these things, they are quite awesome. And as you can see, these things here are issues. So, we'll jump into our Zeppelin. This white thing, of course, is the seat. No, we don't right click again. We open up. We press R to get our little Zeppelin thing going. Add a bit of coal. And it's just like a boat. You just, well, you move the W key to move wherever you want. I should have turned that stuff on. And you can see that little white thing there is just kind of glitching out. I'm not sure what that is. Is it the seat? Is it the flying guide? I don't know. But as you can see, Fwipp does have a Zeppelin, and Fwipp does have a landing strip, right? It's perfect. It's a giant F in the ground. The problem with these Zeppelins is removing them. Yes, you might think it's wonderful. Oh, look at this. I'll just fly my Zeppelin into the ground. Lovely, lovely behemoth of a thing, right? We'll slow down. We'll jump out. Oh, wait. We'll jump back in. We'll press R. We'll pull out the extra coal. We'll open our inventory again, and we'll jump back out. Turn off the graviton engine, though. That'll be a problem. Anyway, how do you remove the Zeppelin? Clearly there is a problem. I think you gotta punch like at the middle of the structure. Let's see here. Let's pretend that like that is that and this is this. No, it's funny, when you look above it, it disappears. That's the crazy thing that I haven't even realized yet. There we go, you kind of punch the front and you get the Zeppelin back, right? So what is this? I don't want to jump in it, but just believe me when I say that these things are considered ghost Zeppelins. Look, I can place blocks on it. And it kind of is still there. And if I was sitting in it, it would act like I was suffocating. It would almost crash my game to jump in one of these things, and even just walking around. It's weird. So, like this one here wasn't here before, right? By placing the Zeppelin and removing the Zeppelin again. Right, here it is. We'll just, where did I punch last time? Now this one hasn't moved at all, so I'm not sure if it'll create the same bug. But that's the only way to describe it. I don't think anyone else has had problems with their Zeppelins. And I built it the exact same way that Nite did. So, you know, it's not like it's Fwippian innovation coming apart as usual. There we go. Well, see, that was fine. It didn't leave anything behind. Right? But, okay, fine. I'll have to show you guys that jumping in the Zeppelin gave me this kind of error. Right now, it thinks I'm riding in something. Now it thinks I'm not. Thank goodness. Because if I was, and I was still moving around, doing this would in fact suffocating me. Because the game thinks I'm still in it. Now a good way to test, whoa, I don't want to get stuck in there again, because it still thinks I'm in the freaking ground. Okay, the good way to test if I'm actually still considered in the Zeppelin is, if this did not work, it would still think I was in it. Okay, so it's clear that these entities exist. They've actually been here for weeks. Weeks, I tell you. I tried to remove them. Well, no. Actually, they just thought, the other people of the Cryptocraft server thought when I described the ghost Zeppelins that it was actually like a client-side bug. But look, they exist, I tell you. I could put infinite arrows in there and bug the server out with an entity count. They exist. I ain't tripping here. Okay. So my only other recourse of action is TNT. And it might as well be industrial TNT, because that way I won't lose any blocks. Now, there's a new section of my house that I've added right here, the Fwippian Trophy Room and Museum. We're going to go have a look at that in a little bit, or next episode, whatever comes first. Point is, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of these random Zeppelins clouding up the landing area, because those are horrible things that should not exist, and probably only exist because I did something wrong. I should only need 3 pieces of industrial TNT. Heck, I don't even need the iridium plates anymore. What am I doing with them? Nothing. Whatever. Okay. Actually, when you think about the resources that Fwipp has been gathering, Ruby has stopped a while ago. Titanium is still going with only 1 B. Iron is massive. Platinum is, yeah, about to go off the chart. Zinc's fine, and nickel only ever happens when I throw them in the nickel intake valve manually. Anyway, getting a little scared on my resources. I'm going to have to build some quantum chests or digital chests or something, but whatever. Because today we're going to blow up a ghost Zeppelin. Or 3, hopefully. I just want them to get off of my land. And this shouldn't blow up the redstone that's underneath because it's all there. Okay, so here we have the ghost Zeppelin. Good luck getting rid of that one. Dang it. I didn't do anything. I mean, that's nice that zinc is resistant. But I was kind of hoping that it would at least damage the fake Zeppelins. This is maze stone, by the way. A lovely, lovely gray thing that you can get from the mazes in the Twilight Forest. They are very combustible, but they're about the prettiest looking gray stone you're going to find right now, outside of clay, I think. I think that actually blew up some blocks. Huh. So, like, if there was a Zeppelin here, punching here would fix it and destroy it, right? But you've seen how, oh, whoops. You've seen how difficult it is to actually remove a Zeppelin. So removing a fake Zeppelin is, like, way too hard. Alright, well, I'll fix this crater later. For now, let's go check out the trophy room. And maybe talk a bit about my trip. Oh, it was amazing. I went up to Nova Scotia for my girlfriend's birthday. New girlfriend, by the way. Oh, she's awesome. I don't want to talk too much about that, because you know what? The world is a lonely place, but I gotta tell you guys, I'm 23. Life goes on. Don't feel bad about it. You'll find somebody. Trust me. We all gotta fight depression, but there's someone out there for everybody. I definitely believe in that. And you should definitely wait for someone that'll treat you right. Anyway, here we go. Trophy room and Fwippian Museum. We'll go past this obligatory energy storage unit, I guess, into the trophy room. Oh, this is a wonderful, wonderful place, filled with wonderful, wonderful things. All the mob heads, as well as a little chart naming some of the ones that aren't actually visible. For example, all my thermic research is complete. I have all the liquids that bees could ever give me. I've gotten all the wools, all the dyes, and I've got a wonderful energy and UU matter production. So let's have a look around the Fwippian Museum. This apiarist gear helped to survive poison and end bees. Yes, this here is the actual apiarist's suit that I used to specifically survive the tropical bees. You might have seen it before. It's wonderful. This diamond block is the last remnant of the quest ram. Yes, I'm not sure what happened, but I think maybe it was when Supreme killed my golem, or maybe it was a lightning strike. But the crumble horn that was in display at the top of my house was completely destroyed somehow. And this diamond block is the very last evidence that I actually completed that quest. Here's the wall of discs. Thank you so much, Bibliocraft. I've been waiting to do something like this. All the record discs in the entire game on display. And a floppy disk, which maybe actually contains my original computer programs. I'm not sure if I was actually able to successfully put it on disk. Alright, so over here is the red power pump that allowed me to build many of the underwater section of my base. I actually stole it from the factory and it was never returned. So thank you very much, whoever created that pump. I was lazy. And over here, we have one of our special Iron Golem Guardians. He's just here to greet people. He doesn't actually have a purpose yet. And here we have some wonderful things gotten from dungeons. For example, the rare and wonderful Oblivion Frame, never used. The Minotaur Axe, fully repaired with diamonds. The Hydra Blood, oof, don't know when I'm going to use that. And of course, the Zombie Scepter. Number 2, I lost the first one. We've got the Cloaking Device. The Reactor Schematic with my plans on it. 2 examples of Fwipp and Zula shoes, which I can probably give away as gifts sometime. And of course, 6 items that are rarely enchanted and gotten from mobs. So, the leather pants with Fiery Aura, a rare enchantment that can usually only be achieved from ingots with fiery blood imbued in them. We've got this shovel, which actually came from Supreme Zombie Farm, with Silk Touch automatically on it. Amazing. We've got a lot of these Efficiency 1, Fortune 1 picks came right from the Twilight Forest. And of course, Special Axe, Special Shovel, and another Silk Touch pick that came right from the Twilight Maze. We have a clay sculpture that I made myself. Maybe not all that impressive, but whatever. We've got my actual repair enchanted Everlast tools. Very special gear. Maybe you saw those in action. I'm very proud of them. Let's go around here. We have some rare and strange items, like, say, a cobweb. That came from the Twilight Forest. Weird, bee products that I don't know what to do with. A wall of saddles, all gotten from dungeons. My very first fortune pick. Now, you gotta like something like this, eh? Let's have a look at this. Still amazing, but ever since I got my, my drill with Fortune 3, I've never needed to use it again. We have Beauregard, my first lab assistant. Yes, here he is. He's actually maybe number 2. The first one didn't survive all that well. We have a wall of wisps, where it has all the different varieties of wisps that I've ever killed in this game. Look how cool that is, okay? And a piece of Nite ore to light the way. Wall of saplings that I got through tree breeding. All my different varieties. I actually don't have enough myrtle and ebony or sweet chestnut to actually grow the trees yet and get more saplings. So these are on display, but they're actually also the only ones I have. Very difficult. We have this Fwipp and Zula drill cart. Very wonderful. I have a spare if anybody wants one. We have this set of armor, which got partially from a lich, partially from mobs. Special block from a Thomic Tower. The last surviving diamond gear from fighting a wither. Awesome. Wall of plants and food. Now this kind of... this is one of my favorite ones. This is all the trees, the different varieties that I got that didn't come from tree breeding. So that includes like the silverwood sapling, the greatwood sapling, the acacia sapling, the fir trees, the redwood, even the teeny tiny blazing thingy and the cinder pearl. No, that is the cinder pearl. Cinder pearl and the, what are you called? Shimmer leaf. Yes, these things. They're so pretty. All the different foods in the game that I have available at my disposal. I could put a notch apple up in the upper left here, but I don't want to waste the gold right now. Including the elusive triple meat treat. The maize wafer, I actually don't have cookies. I should probably add those. Anyway, this is like a fun area to just add all the different random things that I've been collecting. You never really think about, like, poison potatoes are pretty rare, right? Getting repair enchanted tools are pretty rare. Playing with clay is rare. And some blocks, like this pump, just have nice little, intrinsic value in them. I think everybody, when they play Minecraft, should deserve to build their own, kind of personalized museum at some point. So I am so happy with this. And I think that you guys should build one too. Especially, like, this is almost what Bibliocraft was made for. You know, I mean, on the side, there's, like, the cool stuff where you can, like, use these honey crystals, at least just for, decoration purposes, finally. And even one of these charms of life to kind of give yourself your own pretend generator. But then, like, a Fwippian museum, about time. With all the accomplishments that I've ever had, like, giving a little story to items, I think, is extremely necessary. And my base is a maze enough as it is, that good luck trying to find it. Anyways, if you guys have a good suggestion on how to get rid of one of these horrible phantom Zeppelins, let me know. Because this is weird. This is horrible. Get rid of them. I don't understand. If TNT won't blow them up, what will? Actually, now that I think about it, someone suggested tonight that he get rid of some of my pranks with a quarry. Well, what would happen if I put a quarry up and I told it, please get rid of the freaking Zeppelins? Well, this is not good. Because if it's clearing out the land, that means, well, it doesn't recognize there are entities there at all. And I need it to recognize entities if I would want the quarry to get rid of the Zeppelins. Okay, so that idea, down the tubes. Can't get rid of them. And they do affect my landing area. They kind of get me stuck. What if I put a Zeppelin on top of a fake Zeppelin? Would that matter? I think that might have been what created the second one. It kind of puts it on top of the other one. That's not good. Alright, this orange stuff should leave on its own. The Zeppelins will not. So again, please tell me in the comments what you think about everything. Oh my goodness. It's nothing like a crazy 10-hour total trip to tell you that you can do anything in the world. I definitely realize that other people probably can't do this, but hey, stay safe, everybody. When my mom said that, Ryan, you should leave at 1 a.m. and get there at 6 instead of leaving at 9 and getting there at 2, you know, that would be safer. I told her leaving at 9 is my kind of crazy. So anyways, I'm going to take care of some other things around the base. Thank you for joining me again in this episode of Feed the Beast. I'll have some more HC videos up any moment that I make them. Thanks for watching, and see you later.